So I very recently got into the Kirby series and managed to play every game between the first Kirby Air Riders Direct and the second Kirby Air Riders Direct. Okay, well, not every game, but I played the important ones. And I gotta say, very fun games with a fantastic gameplay loop. They tend to be short titles that can be beaten in 1 or 2 days, basically short but sweet in a game format. And like every game I play, I have to fixate and overcomplicate the lore implications within it. And the thing with Kirby is, I don't even gotta try to overcomplicate things. The game gives you plenty of opportunities to do so with its environmental storytelling and pause screen descriptions of characters and other eldritch horrors. And today's topic derived from my overcomplication is Kirby's entire reality runs on stars. And not just the shiny dots in the sky, I mean literal, tangible, wish-granting, god-powered cosmic artifacts. I believe they're the fuel, the lifeblood, the magical concept that keeps Dreamland and Kirby's multiverse running. And I'm going to talk about those stars. I'm going to talk about what they are, where they came from, what purpose they may serve, and you're going to watch and enjoy this video and like and subscribe, or else I'll find you. Alright, roll it back to 1992, the very first Kirby game, Kirby's Dream Land for the Game Boy. No copy abilities, no Meta Knight, no apocalyptic space deities, just Kirby, King Dedede, and something called the Sparkling Stars. According to the game's manual, which is a strange mix between a bedtime story and a theology textbook, the Sparkling Stars are the quote-unquote magic treasures of Dreamland. They let the inhabitants work and play among the heavens. So basically, they're divine energy batteries that keep Dreamland running. So when King Dedede steals all the food and the Sparkling Stars, he's literally stealing the essence of prosperity itself. And this makes Kirby's first adventure not just a rescue mission, but a literal restoration of balance. Then after Kirby kicks Dedede's ass and reclaims the stars, he uses their power to lift King Dedede into the sky and rain food across the land like some pink balloon-shaped messiah. It's really cute, but also weirdly biblical. But of course, Dedede, bless his delusional penguin heart, is he even a penguin? He does it again. He steals the stars again in Kirby's Block Ball. I didn't play this game, but it's important to include since it features the Sparkling Stars. But when Kirby recovers them, Dedede's castle literally fucking explodes and reveals a fountain underneath it. And, as we'll see in a minute, stars plus fountain equals something sacred. Fast forward to Kirby Superstar in its remake, Superstar Ultra. I played the original because I didn't know Ultra was a remake with added juicy bits, but it's fine because I watched the cutscenes of all that shit that was absent in the original. Anyway, the Sparkling Stars make a comeback. First in Spring Breeze, a retelling of the original story, and then in Milky Way Wishes, which expands the scale of Kirby's universe. Now we have Kirby traveling between planets, each with its own fountain, collecting sparkling stars to summon the wish-granting clockwork thing known as Galactic Nova. A huge leap from returning snacks to intervening with celestial politics, I know. Kirby uses the Sparkling Stars to call Nova and make a wish to stop the Sun and Moon fighting, because in Kirby's world even celestial bodies have beef. But then Marx hijacks the wish, fuses with Nova, and tries to take over the universe. And what was Kirby's response? He fuses with the Sparkling Stars together to make a starship, flies directly into Nova, and punches Nova's core outside from the inside. So now, the Sparkling Stars aren't just celestial relics. They're creative forces, weapons, tools, spaceships, reality engines, whatever Kirby needs them to be. Revenge of the King is a mode exclusive to Kirby Superstar Ultra and is unlocked after completing Milky Way Wishes. In it, Dedede steals the Sparkling Stars again for like the 5th time, and when Kirby gets them back again for like the 5th time, they form another starship and he beats the shit out of Kabula. Don't ask questions. And then in Kirby's Backshot Blast, we get the final official sighting. After Kirby defeats Dedede, a lone Sparkling Star drops from the sky and fuses with the king, transforming him into Giant King Dedede. Very creative name. So across all these appearances, one thing's clear. The Sparkling Stars are power incarnate, dreams turned into power. Sorta like the Chaos Emeralds of Kirby's world. They can create, destroy, or transform. They respond to emotion, and they're tied directly to the heavens above Dreamland. So now if we dig deeper into the lore, or should I say the Magdo lore, because lore, Magdo lore.
Is this nigga serious?
We're able to deduce that the Sparkling Stars might have an even older origin. And that's all thanks to the details in Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, Magdalore's direct quotes, and the Kirby Wikipedia, admittedly. And that older origin is tied to the fact that the Sparkling Stars may have been created by the Ancients. Who the fuck are the Ancients? The Ancients are, or were, I don't know, a civilization that managed to combine science and sorcery with great effect. These guys built the Lore Star Cutter, the Master Crown, the Star Rod, and even Galactic Novas themselves, plural, because there's many of them. All these artifacts share the same traits: immense magical power, sentience, the ability to warp space-time and reality, and a very nasty habit of reacting differently depending on who uses them. Sound familiar? Yeah, it should. All those traits are traits that the sparkling stars possess. So, and walk with me here, I think the sparkling stars might just be pure fragments of that ancient cosmic energy and might even be remnants of the voids themselves. You know, those primordial beings tied to creation and destruction in the Kirby series. You know the ones. Which brings us to the discussion of miracle energy or miraculous energy. Void Termina Infecto Alphalis. Alphalis? Yes, Alphalis. aka Cosmic Mistake number 1 and Cosmic Mistake number 2. Both are divine or near divine beings that, when defeated, shit out stars. And it's not just a pretty particle effect to make things cute, this is Kirby we're talking about. The same series that features a boss crying out blood and uses that same blood to attack you. Nah, them turning into stars like that, that's the release of miraculous power. The Book of Legend states that the ancients used Void's energy to create their divine artifacts. The Void itself, after gaining compassion, bestowed magical essence upon its followers. So by putting 2 and 2 together, we can come to the inference that sparkling stars are crystallized fragments of Void's miraculous energy. Divine compassion solidified into star form. Literal pieces of godhood spread across the galaxy. That's why the Fountain of Dreams can summon miracles. That's why sparkling stars react to Kirby's will, and that's why whenever Kirby wins a fight, stars explode out of his enemies. He's releasing that same miracle energy back into the cosmos. And to support this hypothesis, let's talk about Kirby's warp star for a minute. According to the Kirby anime, Kirby Right Back At You or whatever it's called, the warp star is sentient. It responds to Kirby's emotions and only activates when his heart is pure. Think of the flying Nimbus from Dragon Ball. In the games, the Fountain of Dreams itself creates a warp star for him, meaning that the warp star isn't merely a tool, but it's a manifestation of both Kirby's essence and miraculous power. This is later solidified by the fact that Kirby summons the warp star from nothing in Kirby's Dreamland 3, and before he even touches it, it glows just like a sparkling star. Even in Mass Attack, another game I didn't play, the split pieces of Kirby are guided by his own heart, which appears has, you guessed it, a star. So in fact, at this moment of time, it's safe to say that the warp star is a representation of Kirby's soul, a rideable soul capable of going at immeasurable speeds. Across all this, one thing becomes obvious. Stars aren't just power in the Kirby universe, they're divine will made physical. And Kirby, or should I say Kirby of the Stars, which is literally his title, isn't just some random hero in Dreamland. He's one of those divine miracles incarnate. Like, just think about it. He creates warp stars out of nowhere, he channels sparkling stars into weapons and ships and anything else he wants, he defeats beings of pure void and releases their starlight, and his compassion, his kindness, literally powers the miracles around him. Kirby doesn't just utilize the stars, he is the reason they exist. Kirby is compassion on a cosmic scale, he's a miracle wrapped in a smile. So yeah, the sparkling stars, the warp star, the Fountain of Dreams, they're all echoes of the same thing, miraculous power. The power of compassion, creation, and renewal. And Kirby, from my honest deduction, is likely a reincarnated godlike figure that runs on the powers of miracles. Which, to be honest, explains a lot. Like, have you seen half the shit he does? So, the next time you see a star twinkling in the sky in a Kirby game, just remember, it's not just a decoration. That's the universe saying, hey, thanks Kirby. And he's probably out there replying, Poyo.